Okay, let's dive in. Today we're taking a closer look at something pretty fundamental but maybe underestimated, how learning English can genuinely, like, change your life, not just grammar.
Right, much more than vocabulary lists. We're drawing from the English Speak podcast here, specifically a conversation Alex and Sophia had about the real world impact.
Yeah, their discussion felt very grounded, very practical.
Exactly. So, our mission for this deep dive is to pull out those key insights for you, how English proficiency really can, open doors, spark personal growth, especially if you're curious about what it really means beyond the classroom.
Okay, so first things first, communication.
Hmm.
Seems basic, maybe.
Well, yes and no. The scale is incredible. You mentioned the numbers over 1.5 billion speakers globally. Think about that.
It's massive,
Yeah.
like having a master key, sort of.
That's a great way to put it. The host called it a global key. It really sets English up as this central connector in our world today.
Allows for so much connection.
International understanding, collaboration,
Mm.
and it all starts there.
And that anecdote Alex shared from Thailand, connecting with folks from Germany, from Japan.
It is through English.
Yeah. It just shows how it cuts across those language barriers, doesn't it? Creates that bridge.
It does. And it makes you wonder, that connection formed through a shared second language, is it different? Does it foster a sort of unique global viewpoint?
Hmm. Interesting question. Like, English becomes this kind of neutral territory for interaction.
Could be. And think about empowerment. For someone from a smaller community, maybe feeling a bit isolated, English can be their launch pad, right? Their way onto that global stage.
Absolutely. A crucial first step.
Yeah.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, careers.
Yes. This was a big focus for Alex and Sophia. English isn't just nice to have professionally anymore.
More like essential in many cases.
Often, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in international companies. It's frequently the working language, the default. So it's a huge advantage.
In Alex's own story, getting that promotion, he directly linked it to his English skills.
That's a really concrete example. Better communication leading directly to, well, career advancement. And probably better pay, let's be honest.
True. And it's not just the traditional office job either, is it?
Not at all. They talked about freelancers, YouTubers, online teachers, the whole digital world. So much of it runs on English.
Right. Accessing that huge global market.
Exactly. And think about remote work now. It's exploding.
Oh, definitely.
English basically throws those geographical limits out the window. You could be working for a company anywhere. Alex called it an economic skill.
Which feels spot on. It really does translate to economic opportunity.
Okay, let's pivot again. Education and learning. This is another massive
Right.
area.
The sheer volume of stuff available only in English.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling sometimes. Books, research papers.
Online courses. Alex mentioned learning to code, right?
Yeah, he found the best, most current resources were all in English. And that's true for so many fields.
Look at the big platforms, Coursera, ADX, Udemy, even YouTube. English content just dominates.
So if you want to learn pretty much anything new, English gives you way more access.
Dramatically more access. And then there's formal international study.
Right. Universities in the US, UK, Canada, Australia. English is usually the gateway.
They shared that story about the student getting a scholarship,
Oh, yeah, because of their IELTS score, their English test score.
which then led to studying abroad, getting a job in London. That's life-changing stuff, all stemming from English proficiency. A real catalyst.
Okay, now for something maybe less tangible, but just as important. Confidence, personal growth.
Alex and Sophia really emphasize this. Learning English builds self-assurance. It's fascinating.
How so? What's the connection?
Well, think about giving a speech or even just having a successful conversation in a language that's not your first. It's empowering, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. A real sense of accomplishment, stepping out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. And they mentioned seeing people who were quite shy just blossom as they practiced. Each little success builds that self-esteem.
I can see that. Each phrase understood, each interaction, it adds up.
And here's a key insight they shared. The courage you build learning to express yourself in English. It often spills over.
And other parts of life.
Yeah. It's not just about talking. It builds a more general, I can do this attitude, more willingness to try new things.
That story about the student, overcoming shyness, becoming a team leader, all fueled by learning English through songs and videos.
It's powerful, shows how it can unlock potential you didn't even know you had.
Okay, let's talk travel, exploration. English makes a huge difference here. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Just navigating the basics. Airport signs, hotels, tours. English is so often the common denominator.
Makes things so much simpler. Sophia's Italy story was a great example.
Right. Didn't speak Onolian, but used English to get around, order food, connect with people.
Gives you independence, reduces that travel anxiety,
Oh,
maybe.
for sure. But it's more than just logistics, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, when you can actually talk to locals, even a little, or chat with other travelers, the experience becomes much richer. Deeper cultural understanding, more meaningful connections.
Yeah, good point. Not just seeing places, but understanding them better.
Precisely. And then entertainment.
Haha, yes. The global entertainment world is overwhelmingly English. Hollywood, Netflix, Spotify.
It's everywhere. And the host made a great point about experiencing it in the original language.
Right, no subtitles, no dubbing. You get the real nuances, the humor, the emotion. Things get lost in translation sometimes.
Think about watching your favorite movie or listening to music
Yeah.
or reading Harry Potter or even Shakespeare, as I mentioned. It's just different, more direct.
It opens up whole worlds, really. Could be inspiring, motivating, even educational in its own way.
Totally. Okay, what about the online world? Social media, building a presence.
Crucial these days. And again, English dominates. Alex and Sophia talked about this too.
Yeah, if you're putting content out there, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever, using English just massively expands your potential audience. You go global instantly.
Makes sense. Wider reach.
And think about the learning aspect online, too. Following global experts, joining discussions in English forums.
Yeah, engaging with ideas from all over. Sharpens your own thinking.
For sure. It all feeds into building your personal brand, as they put it. Being proficient online in English is a big part of that in today's world.
They shared some really good success stories too, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
Really brought it home. Like Carlos from Brazil. Started as a waiter, learned English from podcasts.
Ends up working in travel, starts a YouTube channel in English. Amazing.
And Anjali from India. Started blogging in English, one article goes viral.
And now she writes for international sites.
Wow.
These aren't like one-off miracles either.
Yeah.
They stress that these kinds of stories are becoming more common.
Really shows that English can be that stepping stone, a catalyst for real change, for upward mobility. Definitely. Which brings us to the mindset needed for all this.
Right, because it's not always easy, is it? Learning a language takes effort.
Absolutely. The hosts acknowledge the challenges, feeling stuck, feeling shy. It happens.
But they emphasize persistence.
Huh.
Keep going. Every word learned, every phrase practiced. It's progress.
That's the key. And consistency, even just 15 minutes a day, they suggested. Listening, reading, speaking, whatever. Just keep touching base with the language.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, basically.
Exactly. And frame it as your journey, your pace. Don't compare yourself to others, which is so easy to do.
Yeah, that's discouraging.
Instead, celebrate the small wins. Ordering food successfully, understanding a song lyric, writing that short email. Those are real achievements.
Good advice.
Yeah.
So wrapping it all up, drawing from that English speak discussion, learning English is genuinely transformative.
It really seems to be. It boosts confidence, opens up so many opportunities, connects you globally, broadens your whole perspective.
It's not just about the grammar rules or the vocabulary tests.
No, it's about having the tools and the courage to chase your dreams, your goals, whatever they might be, on a much bigger playing field.
So if you're listening and you're on that journey now, learning English,
Yeah.
seriously, keep going. What you're doing is valuable. It's significant.
Mm-hmm. You really are on a path that can unlock incredible things for you.
Just think about it.
Hmm.
What doors could English open for your future? What new connections, what new possibilities are out there waiting?
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? The potential is immense.